My son is a major blockhead, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. He has these things everywhere, and I mean everywhere. And it's not awesome to step on him, but I'm glad that he has something that he really likes. He's already got 2 tables to build his city, but he's always asking me for more places to put things. So I decided as part of his birthday this year, I'd make him a little shelf that he could put a few more things on. So I picked up a cheap floating shelf from the big box store, and I thought I'd customize it to make it a little bit more in line with his playroom vibe. My friends at Krylon recently sent me their color of the year, which is this beautiful blue called Bluebird, and so I thought it vibed really well with the look I'm going for, so I decided to paint the shelf with it. This is their Fusion all-in-one spray paint, which you've seen me use in a bunch of other projects, and what I like about it is that it dries really fast, and you really only need 1 coat coverage. So I was able to paint it, flip it over, paint the other side, and then I came in and I started chopping holes in it. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you chopping holes in the shelf you just painted? Well, it's because I want to make it a little bit more customized by adding a bunch of bricks to it and kind of making it look like it's kind of a hybrid of wood and plastic bricks, and just kind of ties everything together with everything he's got going on in his playroom. So once I had the holes cut, then I could just start having fun and filling in the gaps. Now, I didn't steal from my son. I didn't take his toys to make a shelf for him. I bought a little bag at a flea market so he wouldn't get super mad at me for taking his bricks and making a shelf out of it. Because Lord knows if I did that, I don't know what kind of meltdown I'd be signing myself up for. The truth is I actually really enjoy working on the sets with him, and I'll sit there with him for hours and let him kind of just try and figure it out on his own and help him when he needs help. But most of the time, he's really good at it. He likes to take the sets, put them together, and then take them back apart again, and then make something completely new, which the adult in me is kind of like, why would you take apart something that's specifically designed in such a way and you got it all put together only to make something completely different? But the kid and the maker in me is inspired by his ability to kind of use his imagination and just kind of create something without worrying about how it matches or how perfect it is. And so with this shelf, I want to keep that in mind and kind of make it the way he would make it, because it's going to be for his playroom after all. So I'm not really worried about colors. I just want to kind of put things together and make it look kind of perfectly imperfect, which I think is kind of nice sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to kind of view a project through the eyes of a child and realize that what you're doing is not that serious. So just have a little bit of fun with it. So anyway, I'm just using a little bit of CA glue to hold these blocks in place. And I know you're not supposed to glue them together, but in order to stay on the shelf, I kind of had to. And then once I had all the holes filled in, I used some painter's tape to kind of cover everything up, and I used a little bit of wood filler to fill in some of the holes where I might have overcut or messed up a little bit. And then I took it back outside and hit it with another touch-up coat of the satin Bluebird. And after that dried for 20 minutes, I brought it back in and I cut a base plate in half so that I could glue it on top of the shelf so that he had a place to stick some of his creations. And then I let him go to town decorating it so that he could make it how he wanted while I installed the hardware to get it mounted to the wall. And he decided to add a gas station and a pet store to the shelf, which you can obviously tell by looking at it. So there you go. That's a fun little project. I had a lot of fun making it, and I just want to encourage you to not take yourself too seriously. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.